here we are packing croissant on top of a plastic box. I think I've been here before with the Pan America. But yeah, I finally, folks, I traded my Harley Lemonson for a Honda NX 500.
Hi, if you like my videos, please click the bell so you can be notified, and come back often because I have new videos every week.
Finally done did it. It took a while. I changed my mind a couple times. I could have done a trade in Phoenix and I chickened out. I could have done a trade here at the same place where I did this one last year and I chickened out. And this year also, early in the year when I came back, I chickened out. And then throughout the whole process of trying to figure out which one I wanted, I also began looking at the Africa Twin, which I really liked. And I thought about getting the Africa Twin, but then I would have been back, kind of like weight-wise, I would have been back to what I had before. Maybe the Africa Twin is a little bit less heavy than the Pan America. And the price is a lot less than the Pan America. But I figure this one, price-wise, these bikes are only $7,400 compared to the Africa Twin that I wanted, which is about $18,000. Depending on where you get it. That was a place a couple hours from here. They had it a little bit cheaper. I also saw one in Missouri when I went back west last year, and they had an Africa Twin that I kept kicking myself. Why didn't I snag that one? It was brand new, adventure sport, electronic suspension. I think they had it on sale for 14 something. I could have traded. I didn't ask if they had accepted Harleys as trades or if they even traded. But anyway, in the process of wanting to trade, not wanting to trade, wanting to get an Africa Twin or go back to this one, I've discovered that I think I know which bike I am going to get in the future. So for now, I have this one. I may have it for a while. I may have it for a long while. I may have it only for a short time. I don't know. The fact that this bike fits in here really nice. Of course, it doesn't have the panniers yet. I'm going to try to get some panniers for this because I have enough water for now, but I don't think I can go to the store. Maybe I can put the water inside here. But this is a little bit flimsy. It's only temporary. So I think I know what bike I really want. And I almost bought one. I was so close to buying a different bike, much bigger, also a Honda. And even today, as I was going to trade this one, I stopped at Panera Bread. I had some breakfast there, and I was calling to see if I could still arrange for that to be done. And the bike that I really wanted to get, and it just happened all of a sudden. I started looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? For the long term, they already come with storage. I don't have to buy panniers. The engine lasts a long time. They can go 500,000 miles, 1,000,000 miles. And you probably guess, some of you probably already guessed which one I'm talking about. And yes, it would be the Goldwing, the Honda Goldwing with a tour pack. And I almost bought one. I almost bought a 2018, only had 8,000 miles on it. I decided not to buy it because it came with no warranty. Then I thought maybe, I'll buy the brand new one that they have. They have a 24, 25s and 24s. I would buy the 24. It's discounted a few $1,000s, so I would buy the 24 instead of the 25. The problem was, a few days ago, I had a light come on my motorcycle, and that light is like in the shape of a wrench. And for my particular motorcycle, it means that it's a reminder to change the brake fluid. So I told this particular dealer, and they were like 3 hours away from me, that I had this issue, and they said, well, we don't really have a Harley dealer near us, so we would like for you to have that reset, and you can only have it done at a Harley dealer. So I called my Harley dealer, and they didn't have any appointments for me, and I'm like, oh, so enough for this week anyway. So I couldn't do it. But then today I had a thought, and why didn't I think of that sooner? I'm like, well, I don't have to have the brakes flushed. I just need to have the light resetted. So I found a dealer on my way to the Honda dealer, about 2 hours from here, and they would do the reset, but it's on a first come first serve basis. And I was 2 hours away, and I didn't know if I was going to be there a long time or not. You know, riding 2 hours, losing this deal, and then being there too long, and then not knowing if I would be approved to get the other Honda Goldwing. I know I was approved to get, with the loan-wise, I was approved to get the 2018, but the other one was quite a little bit more than the 2018. So I didn't want to start riding, and it was still early in the morning, 8:30, and the other dealer didn't open until 9, and it just didn't work out. I tried, folks. I tried to the last minute, almost to the last minute. I tried to go and get the Honda Goldwing. So it just didn't work out. I should have thought about just having the thing reset earlier in the week, and I didn't. And anyway, so I got this one. This one will do. It's a nice motorcycle. It's a parallel V twin. It's not as heavy as the other one. It's very nimble. Fuel economy, it can do like 80 miles per gallon, so it's really economical. Very happy with it so far. I already ordered the panniers, the trunk, top case, panniers. I believe everything comes together. All the side brackets and panniers and hardware, screws, bolts, locks, and I think the locks are all the same on this one. My other one, I got the cases and the case and the panniers through the Harley dealer, and somehow they must have ordered things separately, because the key for the side panniers was different from the top case, which was always a pain in the butt. But I think these will be all the same, all in one key. So it's a good thing. What else had I ordered? So top case, panniers, engine guard, goes around the front, skid plate to protect the bottom, and the oil filter, and there was something else. I'm gonna get a couple wind deflectors for the front. I don't know if I need them, but they're cheap. And bark busters. I didn't remove them from my other motorcycle because the mounting was specific for the Harley, so I'm gonna get them a specific one for this one, in case the bike tips over or I hit a brush or something. It'll protect my hands, it'll protect the controls, it'll protect the handlebars. What else? I think that's it. As far as lighting, I am going to leave it the way it is for now, and then eventually I'll mount maybe a couple Denali lights. I don't know if I'll mount Denali lights because they don't seem to have what they call the Cam Smart for this motorcycle. On my other motorcycle, on a Lemonson, that Cam Smart connected directly to the motorcycle, and then I didn't have to splice any cables. I connected everything, every light, the horn, everything to the Cam Smart, and everything functioned with bike controls. So they have lights that will work with the motorcycle, but I'll have to have a lot of harnesses and splicing cables, and I don't want to do any of that. So I'm going to search for some lights that I can just connect, you know, plug and play. So we'll see what happens. For now, I'm okay with the lights. I know more lights is better, but I don't want to go overboard just now, you know. Maybe I already went overboard quite a bit, but I'm sitting here munching on some olives, bread, cheese, and stuff, and then my doorbell rung. Okay, so I don't have a doorbell, but if I did have a doorbell, it would have been rung. But instead, I got a knock, and I got fresh trout delivered right to the door, folks. Brad, my host over here, caught some 4 trout this morning at a lake nearby, about 5 miles away, and he was very kind already to gut these fish out, get all the stuff out, and they're ready to cook. This is my daily ritual, folks. I'm Marina's personal pooper scooper. Okay, Marina, you hold down the fort, okay? If anybody comes, you bark. All right. Down the hill we go, folks. Another day. I got a bag of Marina's gifts. I'm gonna try to pass them on to my co-workers. I don't think they'll want any, but you never know. Another advantage of having this smaller bike, much lighter, is that with the Harley Lemonson, I tried parking over here a couple times, and it works, but sometimes I would go over there and try to angle it and put it in the right place, because sometimes it would be either leaning too much to the left or not enough, and I was always afraid that the bike would tip over. But with this one, thank you. This one, I can back up and leave it right over here. We interrupt these high production moving pictures to bring you a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Math. That's right, folks. If you use a coupon code MATH, you can get and you can use this 15% coupon code to get a discount on Math. Because, folks, apparently 2 + 2 isn't 4. Because 4 is racist. But more about that next time. That's stupid that they put these stickers over here. Why? Why would you put the sticker over here? Okay, I'm gonna have to get something else.
Yeehaw!
I got rid of the Harley Levinson.
I saw it was for sale. I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
This now.
What's that? Yeah, I know. I got to buy a different helmet.
What made you get rid of it?
Well, a lot of problems, you know. It was giving me.
I do remember that.
Giving me issues, and this year, I was at the light. I came to a stop at a light, and the bike just shut down, and there was traffic coming up behind me. They hadn't stopped, and I couldn't start the bike back up. So I'm frantically waving at them to go around me, and then I toggled the switch back and forth, and it finally turned back on. But time to do some work. I had to grease 2 different machines. That one over there, this one over here. I know, I got something on my forehead, apparently. Unbelievable. Take that sand up to the hill, to the dumpmeister. So for all the people that diligently recycle and separate everything, separate cans and bottles and cardboard, this is where it ends up, in this container. And from here it gets picked up and taken to the dump.
Yeehaw!
Another day, folks. I'm loving that little bike. Size-wise, like comparison, it's not much smaller than the other one, but it's a lot lighter, less powerful, and I still feel like I'm going as fast as the other one. But yeah, I like it. I like the simplicity of the motorcycle. It doesn't have as many fancy things. But look, well, you're not looking, but you can't see. I don't have to plug in the motorcycle. I could if I want to. It's got a thing to keep the battery plugged in. I don't have to. The other one, if I didn't plug it in, who knows? The next day it may not start. Beautiful trout gifted to me by my host Brad. Thank you, Brad. And just as I'm cooking the trout, Brad is on the way to the hospital because, and I didn't know that, I came up here to get the gooey stuff off my motorcycle, and I noticed him walking around, but he was too far away. I didn't say anything. It turns out Brad had been stung by a whole bunch of bees, and I had no idea. He didn't tell me. His wife got here shortly after, took him to the hospital, and he's got his tongue swollen like 3 inches, he says, and the ambulance had to meet her halfway, and just crazy. I'm here eating the salmon, the trout, that he was kind enough to gift to me, and as I'm doing that, he's on the way to the hospital. So hope and pray that he's fine, everything works out good, and it's just crazy. They do have bees here for honey. I don't know, I'm assuming that those bees stung him somehow and not some wild bees, but yeah, it's just amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna have dinner, folks, and let's hope Brad is okay. Let's pray for Brad. So by the time you see this, you know, it'll be, you know, anyway, I'll see you around, folks. For the mountains may be removed, and the hills may shake, but my loving kindness will not be removed from you, and my covenant of peace will not be shaken, says the Lord who has compassion on you. Isaiah 54:10. It's a bright sunny day, folks, and I forgot my sunglasses. Unbelievable.